Hi everybody, my name is Attila Toth. I'm a developer advocate for ScyllaDB, and in this quick video I will talk about the ScyllaDB Cloud Terraform provider, which allows you to interact with ScyllaDB Cloud clusters using Terraform. Before I talk about the provider, I will quickly talk about ScyllaDB Cloud and Terraform as well, and then I will show you the different things that you can do within Terraform to interact with and manage your ScyllaDB Cloud clusters. So let's get started just briefly about ScyllaDB Cloud if you're not so familiar with it. This is the ScyllaDB Cloud service. It's a fully managed database service, and it provides a scalable and high performance and cost-effective way to deploy your ScyllaDB clusters in the cloud managed by us. This cloud service delivers a higher throughput and lower latency at scale than other NoSQL database as a service alternatives, and at a far less cost. It's available using AWS or GCP as underlying infrastructure. In the case of AWS, you can also bring your own account. So that is ScyllaDB Cloud in a nutshell. If you sign up for ScyllaDB Cloud, we offer a free trial, by the way, and you create a cluster. This is what you would see in the UI. And let's quickly talk about Terraform as well. If you're not familiar with Terraform, it's an open source infrastructure as a code tool created by HashiCorp, and it basically provides an infrastructure automation by providing a consistent way to manage and provision infrastructure across multiple cloud providers. And it uses a special language called HCL, which is HashiCorp Configuration Language, and it's a declarative language that to describe the desired state of your infrastructure. And to give you an example of the Terraform configuration code, this example uses the ScyllaDB Cloud Terraform provider. And as you can see, we have providers like the ScyllaDB Cloud provider, and then you can manage the resources using that provider. In this example, we are interacting with a ScyllaDB Cloud cluster, and we are defining the different attributes for the cluster, things like name, region, and other attributes that we will look at later on. So this is just a Terraform configuration file example. Now, if you combine ScyllaDB Cloud and Terraform, I mentioned before, you need to use the ScyllaDB Cloud Terraform provider. And this provider will allow you to create and interact with different ScyllaDB Cloud resources. Now, what are some of the things that you can do with this provider? First of all, very important, you can create a new cluster, obviously, using Terraform. You can also create a so-called serverless cluster. You can create a VPC peering connection. And you can add a CIDR block to the allow list for the specified cluster. So these are the four main functions of the provider. And then we have two additional functions that you can use to fetch different kind of resources from your cloud service. So first of all, you can one of these data sources functions is to fetch credential information for the cluster. This can be useful if you want to first maybe create a cluster and then within Terraform, and then use the credential information for that cluster to maybe connect to the instance and then ingest data or do something with your database. And then the other data source function is for the serverless cluster. You can use Terraform to fetch the connection bundle for the serverless cluster, so you can connect to that cluster as well. So these are the things that you can do with the ScyllaDB Cloud Terraform provider. This was just an introductory video, and in the next few videos, I will actually show you how to create a new cluster and use the ScyllaDB Cloud Terraform provider.